Hey folks, today I'd like to go back to our discussion of the rules of the influencer, the guidelines on being effective without being a jerk. We're going to talk about Bob Bogle and Sam Walton. In my first book, The Influencer, I discussed the story of Bob Bogle, one of Sam Walton's lieutenants, who was determined to convince Mr. Walton to open up his new big box store. Bogle wanted to capitalize on Walton's good name and reputation by calling the new store Walmart. Sam Walton, however, was a very humble man and didn't want his store to bear his name. So how could Bogle persuade Mr. Walton? Well, Bogle knew Walton very well. Anticipating his objection, Bogle decided to pitch Mr. Walton by appealing to another part of his value system. Walton was very frugal. So when Bogle observed that Walmart only had 7 letters in it, and the other names under consideration had several more characters, Bogle made the case that the costs of signage would be substantially reduced by going with the shorter name. Sam Walton eventually agreed to the new name of his big box store. So how does this show you an example of persuasion? Well, the ability to effectively persuade is one of the most important skills a business leader can have. Bogle knew that there are multiple ways to make a persuasive case, but few had the potential to be successful. The mistake most would-be persuaders make is presenting a case to persuade oneself rather than a case that's going to persuade the audience. We are all unique, and it is likely that the points that might convince you will not be persuasive to others. Smart influencers tailor their persuasive case to the individual you're trying to persuade. Bogle knew to appeal to Walton's sense of frugality and bypass Walton's reluctance to use his name. Wise influencers know that the proper touch points of each person he or she wants to influence. Managers should know their teammates, subordinates should understand their superiors, and salespeople need to be able to quickly grasp and identify the preferences of the potential customer. This approach to persuasion becomes more empowering as the issues we struggle with grow larger. Opportunities for persuasion multiply as the complexity around the issues increase. Added complexity opens up more ways to view situations. New perspectives and viewpoints means there are more avenues from which to tackle challenges. So change agents, innovators, and dreamers need the full arsenal of persuasive tools to make a positive difference in the world. Most importantly, we need partners to help us bring our ideas to fruition. The best way for others to make our ideas their priority is by making their priority central to how they see our ideas. It's as simple as that. That's all for today. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.